Welcome to the Farmers Weekly News Review. I'm Caroline Stocks. Farm leaders are furious after a government report said a third of Britain's livestock should be culled to tackle climate change. The Lancet study, part funded by the Department of Health, says a 30% cut in livestock numbers will also have health benefits by cutting the amount of meat people eat. But NFU President Peter Kendall says the report, which was put together without DEFRA's input, is ill-informed and simplistic. Shadow Farm Minister Nick Herbert says the report's careless demands undermine farming and damage public support for tackling climate change. Natural England's being forced to suspend environmental stewardship applications just weeks after launching a campaign urging farmers to sign up. Changes to the agency's application process means farmers can't apply online for entry-level schemes from December to February. High-level stewardship isn't affected, and farmers can still join ELS by returning paper applications before Christmas. Natural England says it'll keep farmers and advisors informed during the suspension. The Rural Payments Agency's handling of data is in question again after it admitted misplacing details of English hill farmers. Files containing the names, addresses and field parcel information of 9 Cumbria farmers went missing after being sent between RPA officers. They turned up in a mail sorting depot in Coventry, some 200 miles away from where they should have been. A DEFRA spokesman says an investigation has been launched, but insists that nothing actually happened. Long working hours, poor pay and uncaring employers are being blamed for the skills crisis in UK farming. Farmers on the FWI forums say the industry will have to change if it's going to attract new entrants. Isabel Davies reports.
It all started with a couple of letters in Farmers Weekly about the difficulty of finding farm staff. These prompted a forum debate looking for the reasons why. The message seems to be that staff are willing to work the long hours needed in farming, so long as their employers don't take them for granted and the pay's competitive. Mildred says he's worked for many different types of farms, but he's happiest in his current role where there's plenty of give and take. If we're needed to work after 5 p.m, we all get tea and cakes brought out to the field. Every hour we work after 9 p.m, we can come in an hour later in the morning if we choose, he says. These factors hardly put the farmer out, but in return he gets a motivated workforce who will bend over backwards to get things done. Nobby Schumacher says money is a big part of the problem. If it wasn't for the overtime we do, we'd only earn as much as a cleaner, he says. But many of us are in charge of machines worth many thousands of pounds. With the hours we work, 30 to 35,000 seems like a sensible salary. Do you agree? If you've got a view, join the debate at fwi.co.uk/working hours.
And finally, British service personnel are fighting in Afghanistan, but you may not know that part of their job involves working with livestock, as Tim Ralph discovers.
An army vet from Suffolk is fast becoming known as the Heriot of Helmand for his work with farmers in Afghanistan. Captain Miles Malone, who's halfway through a 7-month deployment at Camp Bastion, is spearheading a pioneering veterinary clinic. It invites farmers to bring their livestock for a free check-up and dose of preventative health care. It's a dangerous business working in a war zone, but his work is improving animal health and, in so doing, benefiting the health and well-being of the population. The 28-year-old, who is more used to providing veterinary care to the dogs used to guard camps, reckons the improvement in herd health has been marked and hopes the project will leave a lasting legacy. You can read more from Miles, plus see video and photos on my blog, fwi.co.uk/field day.
That's it from me this week. For all the latest news and views, go to fwi.co.uk.